What's up, guys? The Lazy Goldmaker here. Some of you have probably been wondering how I've been doing on the flipping challenge on Classic. It's been a while since I've been updating you, and it's going well. It's going quite well. As you can see, I have 300 gold worth of posted auctions. I have 18 gold on me and 50 gold coming in sales. So total value is about approaching 400 gold. So we're, in some sense, we're halfway there. We're still a little bit more than that away. I've managed to accrue 1500 gold in sales. This is missing some sales because just after Christmas I was away. For this little period right here, I was doing some auction house stuff on my laptop, which is not in this data, because I'm back on my main computer now. But yeah, we've been scaling, working well. So based on where I'm at right now, we probably need to generate about 3 times as much sales as we've done so far to reach 1,000 gold, and then we need to sell off my stock. So probably we'll be approaching 1,000 gold auction house value, and then a little bit after that, we'll be able to see the 1,000 gold actual gold, which is when we'll end the challenge. So yeah, it's going really well. I've been just focusing, literally just using my material flipping and consumable flipping groups. This is the only thing I'm doing. So like this group right now for the consumables, I run this scan. I don't buy everything here because I just like the sum of the items. So I look for Frostmaul, Winterfall Echo, Winterfall Firewater. We can see I also have the herbs now. So I might buy some more herbs because Blindweed has been really profitable for me overall. And since I do have more gold coming in, then we could buy some more Blindweed. Below my, since this is quite far below my my maximum purchase price. So that's what you do. You just do these kinds of scans. I've published videos about both material flipping and consumable flipping, which also includes my settings. So you can do exactly the same thing that I've been doing for this challenge. So there's going to be links to that in the video description as well. The groups I have, the import strings, this is how you import them, by the way. So you click this button in Trade Skill Master, and then you can buy and sell according to the rules that I'm using. So I wanted to talk about how much time I've been spending doing this, because that's always relevant. Now, obviously, you see the channel name. I'm the Lazy Goldmaker. I'm not the hardworking Goldmaker. I have played about 13 hours of /played time since I recorded the last update, which was 20 days ago. So less than an hour a day in logged in time, and a lot of it is not super effective time, and I do have some idling. Not sure how much, so I'm not gonna lie or pretend that that isn't the time I spent. That is the time I spent, and this is a type of gold making which scales with the amount of gold you have available. So like the gold per hour for those 13 hours is not particularly good, right? Since I haven't really made any gold, and you could probably do any farm in the game for 50 gold per hour and be much richer. This is more of a proof of concept of the idea of making gold with the auction house and how it works, and how you can learn to do so yourself if you want to do that, because it's fun. Once you have the setup, once you have 1,000 gold or something to flip, then you can much more effectively grow that, because then you log in once, buy a bunch of stuff, post it all, wait a couple of days. Now, I've been focusing on scaling, which means I'm logging in multiple times a day, which isn't that time efficient. It lowers my gold per hour, but it does increase how quickly I can collect gold and buy more items, because there's pretty much every time I'm searching, I'll be able to find more materials that are cheap than I can buy at my current gold totals. So the faster I can reinvest them, the better. So if you were doing this, and you were just playing during prime time, I don't play much during prime time because I'm usually with the kids then. So when they're in bed, it's past prime time. But if you were doing this throughout prime time and just collecting your auctions as they sold, you could probably replicate what I'm doing in 3-4 days in even a single evening, because the sale rates are much, much higher. So I see that like the few days where I have a chance to log in at like 6, In the evening in post auctions, then I generally get a lot of sales compared to what I'm doing when I'm doing overnight. So when I'm posting now quite late at night, I do still get sales. So it's still working out. Now I wanted to also show you the top items. So with one caveat that there are missing some items. So for total profit, Dark Rune is the biggest one by far. Average profit of 81 silver for 75 gold profit. I do still have 10 Dark Runes left over. This one has been really good for me. I over-invested on this, so I spent a lot of gold on this at one point, and the price was trending down, which meant that it took a while to sell them and I couldn't reinvest, which was a little bit of a mistake, but overall it's been very profitable. Then we have a bunch of different herbs. Frostmaw Echo, also very good if you can find it. It's very rare that it's cheap, but the one time I did see some below 3 gold, I grabbed those as fast as you could. I haven't done much with essences, but you can see that I have flipped some Essence of Fire. They're a lot more valuable, so if you can find them cheap, then you can generally get a lot of profit out of it, compared to flipping Fire Bloom, where I've flipped 800 of them to get the same amount of gold that I got from flipping 10 Essences of Fire. Which obviously takes a lot less time to buy 10 Essences of Fire and repost them. If you can do that, then that's good. The stones are really good. This is definitely telling me I need to look for the stones more often. They can often be... I don't always do these. And then you have the dust as well, which I very often search for, and the herbs, which I also very often prioritize searching for, because there are a lot of different herbs, and a lot of them have really, really high sale rates. So we can see here already that a bunch of grave moss that I bought is selling right now, and I do still have a little bit more on the auction house. So that's how it's going. We are, as I said, we are quite close to the end, because the general trajectory of these like flipping only things is quite like exponential. Once you start scaling, once you get past a little certain point of like critical mass, then your gold and your sales start scaling a lot faster. Like early on, you're extremely limited, and you just always have to wait for one item to sell, which is going to take a lot of time. But when you have, like I have right now, 8 to 10 different materials on the auction house, something is going to sell quite quickly every time I post. So every time I post, if I go back an hour later, I'm probably going to have something to reinvest, which just speeds me up quite a bit. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Hopefully we should be, well, I don't think I'm gonna need another 20 days, but I guess we'll see. And then we'll be done with this fun little challenge. And if you wanted to get into this type of gold making on Classic, then yeah, you can grab my settings on the video description.